Welcome to the Everything Podcast, and in this episode I'm going to be recapping the 7th Doctor Adventures releases from both 2024 and 2025. I recorded this episode on Monday the 16th of February 2026. Actually, we are starting a month before 2024, in December 2023, with The Last Day 1, because it's basically a 12-parter with The Last Day 2, which I will get to in a minute. But I'm going to take the format that I did with my Hook-like recap, where I'm going to talk about the first part, the official news, and then the trailer, then do the same for second, then I'll talk about The Last Day as a whole. So here's the synopsis for The Last Day Part 1. There is always injustice to fight, there's always a new danger for the universe, but what if the Doctor had found a way to put things right once and for all? Would it really be so terrible to take a stand? Would the end justify the means, and would his friends agree? The 7th Doctor's last day is coming. This set was recorded on the 7th, no it wasn't, on the 11th, 12th, 14th, 17th, 18th and 19th of July and 24th of August 2023, so actually normal. The cast for this set, I'm not going to go through them all, but the main cast includes Sylvester McCoy as the 7th Doctor, Sophie Aldred as Ace, Geoffrey Beevers as the Master, Lisa Bauman as Bernice, Bonnie Lamford as Mal, as Dan Starkey as the Sontarans, amongst many others. Oh, there isn't a trailer for this one, odd. So I don't know why that's happened. So now we're going to move on to The Last Day 2, if it'll load. That is, there we go. So The Last Day 2, there might actually be a trailer for this. It's the same synopsis as the other one. This set was recorded on the same days as well, so they must have been recorded at the same length with the same cast, I think. There's no one else that I need to mention, is there? No. So before I tell you my thoughts on the 7th Doctor Adventures The Last Day, here is the trailer for the 7th Doctor Adventures The Last Day 2.
Once upon a time...
From Big Finish Productions, Doctor Who, The 7th Doctor Adventures, The Last Day 2.
It's hard to carry on sometimes.
In happier times and places, there was a very clever fool who found himself boxed into a corner.
My friends are out there, hurting.
I actually have no idea how I'm supposed to get out of here.
I want to see my daughter!
Cease your disturbance, human.
Dad!
You don't have to choose, love. You never have to choose.
We were gambling our lives on him!
We're from a long way in your future.
What Roz means to say is we're from the right future.
Now what?
And now it all comes to an end. I saw the deaths of whole worlds, but nothing broke my heart more than losing my very best friend.
He had planned and plotted. He had danced around the whole universe.
Oh, I'm not sure I can bear to look at this world.
This is who we came here for. This man is the point of the mission.
They're coming for you. All your old friends, they're coming to stop you.
I've manipulated, I've schemed, I've plotted. I've decided who needs to live or die. But the worst monsters are always to be found in a mirror.
Soon you will free us.
There's loads of them! Move!
Fire on Gallifrey.
Those who would destroy our beautiful universe must be stopped.
Storm the capital.
Yes, I'm the Doctor. I'm coming for you!
Big Finish, for the love of stories.
And I will win.
So basically this 12 part of the 7th Doctor Adventures The Last Day told across 2 box sets. The first one obviously released in December 2023, the second one released in June 2024. Basically tells how the 7th Doctor ends up alone at the start of the 1996 TV movie, where he gets shot and regenerates into Paul McGann's 8th Doctor. Basically this story has got... It's not the 7th Doctor that we know, it's the 7th Doctor turns evil, basically, and kind of becomes God, which obviously no one should have that kind of power. Obviously the Master's in this as well, so it is very interesting because it's not a traditional, oh, the Doctor's good, the Master's bad, the Doctor has to defeat the Master. It's about all of the Doctor's friends trying to convince the Doctor that he's gone way too far this time. So yeah, that's obviously, you've got Ace, Mel, Bernice, amongst others, other Big Finish characters, original Seventh Doctor companions in there as well. So it is kind of like the Journey's End, the Seventh Doctor version of how he ends his life before becoming Paul McGann. But yeah, there kind of isn't much to it, and kind of it is quite complicated to keep up, especially for me, because I didn't know who some of these characters were. Like, I knew Ace, Bernice, and Mel, and the Seventh Doctor, but apart from that, so it was quite, oh, who's this? So they didn't explain it as well as they could. Then also in 2024, we had the Seventh Doctor Adventures, the Doctor and Karnaki, which released in November 2024 with the following synopsis. Ghost Finder, Thomas Karnaki deals with many uncanny mysteries that defy explanation, but throughout his life a stranger keeps appearing. Whether he is an ally or a rival remains to be seen, but one thing is certain: when the Doctor and Karnaki cross paths, death and danger are always close. The first story in the set is The Hunter of the Shore, written by A.K. Benedict, with the following synopsis. 1897, young Karnaki investigates a case at Edgemere Manor where the skeletons of tourists are left on the shore of the lake. Karnaki must discard everything he knows when he discovers that the estate's hermit is the Doctor, and that time is being manipulated by an unseen force. The Doctor and Karnaki must work together if the mystery of Edgemere Manor is to be solved. The house saved and the haunted residents find peace. We then have The House, written by Georgia Cook, with the following synopsis. Awoken in the dead of night to assist his distraught friend Arkwright, Karnaki finds himself unexpectedly thrust into a long-buried mystery from his childhood and face-to-face with a man he hasn't seen in years, the Doctor. But what is the house? Why does everything Arkwright touched transform into the same rotting furnishings and wallpaper? Can a man really be haunted by a building? We then have The Institute of Forgotten Souls, written by Jonathan Barnes. In the heart of England in 1936 there lies a home for wounded men. It is a strange shadowed place full of secrets. Terrible beasts prowl the grounds as if guarding something dreadful. Inmates are disappearing, picked off one by one, while a singular resident, a certain now retired ghost finder, bravely starves off the darkness. Yet tonight is the night where it all was going to end, for tonight is the night where the Doctor comes to call. This set was recorded on the 9th, 10th and 11th of April and 12th and 13th of May 2024, so kind of in line with normal Big Finish release and record dates gaps. Sylvester McCoy stars as the Seventh Doctor. Joe Jameson stars as young Karnaki, and Dan Starkey stars as older Karnaki. That's not the full list, that's the main cast. Without further ado, here's the trailer for the Seventh Doctor Adventures, the Doctor and Karnaki.
From Big Finish Productions, Doctor Who, the Seventh Doctor Adventures, the Doctor and Karnaki.
Doctor! Thomas Karnaki, how good to see you again.
What's wrong, Arkwright? Arkwright? The house is gone.
It's come back.
It's me. It's who? Mark?
Karnaki. Before our first encounter, I assume.
You were not my introduction to strangeness.
Does it have a name?
I've only ever known it as the house.
It must be stopped. Perhaps you'll give me a tour of your laboratory when this is all over.
Oh, one academic to another, yes?
Of course. Karnaki, all set?
As set as one can be.
Then we'll be off.
I trust you to get this beastly thing sorted, Karnaki. You always do.
That's exactly my concern, which is why we're going back there. Better armed and better prepared.
Back to the belly of the beast.
Perhaps you weren't telling me the whole story before. In my experience, the past is best left to its own devices.
I caused this, Doctor. I'm going to fix it.
There are funny marks on the sand which weren't there when we walked past just now.
There's something else. Something watching. A strange, malignant shadow.
Good afternoon. And what's your name?
It's Price, sir. Sergeant Winston Price.
I see. And the year? The month? The nation?
1936, sir. November, sir. Great Britain, sir.
Oh.
I don't like it when they go quiet. It means they're getting closer. They'll surround us again, and they'll just keep on picking us off.
Whatever is out there, I'm sure it isn't just grass and trees and a waterfall.
By all that's holy, That's it! Come on! Run!
Some force, some higher power is taking control of her. An animated cadaver.
Big Finish, for the love of stories.
So that was the trailer for the Seventh Doctor Adventures, The Doctor and Karnaki, which seems to follow on from the last day, but obviously not, in the sense that kind of it's the Doctor travelling by himself. He's not got Ace or Mal or Bernice with him at all. So it is, or Harry and Naomi, as it becomes clear. But yeah, it's just one of those. It is kind of this was released in November, so just after Halloween. So I think kind of you probably got it that it was quite spooky. It's not my favourite Seventh Doctor Adventures set because I'm not into that kind of more horror aspects of Doctor Who. But if you are, I would suggest that you listen to this set if you like that kind of stuff before. But now we're on to 2025 Seventh Doctor Adventures releases, with the first set being titled Pass Forward, which I have actually recapped on the channel. So if you've watched that episode, you kind of know what I think of it. And it is kind of slightly more positive than my recap of the Doctor and Karnaki and the last day. But before I let you know my thoughts again and show you the trailer, it's time for the synopsis, which kind of is a four-parter, kind of. I will get to that. But the first story in the set is titled With the Angels Part 1, written by John Dorney, which is 2 episodes long, with the following synopsis. When the Doctor's latest attempt to return Harry and Naomi home goes wary. Awry. Is that right? Wary. I don't know. They find themselves recruited by UNIT for a special mission, a mission involving a new and terrifying breed of weeping angel. Amid betrayal and manipulation, the Doctor and friends are trapped by a destiny they cannot escape. The future is calling, and so is the past. We then have Catastrophix, written by Lizzie Hopley, which is also 2 episodes long, with the following synopsis. Harry Sullivan and Naomi Cross are on Earth at 2 different points in the timeline that has gone badly wrong. Back in his own time with UNIT, Harry is in the Lake District, unaware of the horrors to come. 4 decades on, Naomi is adrift on an ocean in an apocalyptic nightmare. What is causing the Earth's unnatural end? As the Doctor scours the years, he meets someone from his past with the tools to help, a mechanic called Ray. We then have With the Angels Part 2, written by John Dorney, which is also 2 episodes long. You can see what I mean about kind of a 4-parter. A billionaire's birthday party on a super yacht is the setting for the final battle with the Angels, and the Doctor is on the guest list. The Lucas family have no idea how dangerous these creatures are. They're about to find out. Can an old friend help the Doctor prevent a tragedy? This set was recorded on the 29th and 30th of May, as well as the 3rd of June 2024, so kind of a year in advance, which kind of makes sense. Kind of it is interesting because it's kind of a 2-parter split, but kind of I will get into it in my thoughts section. But the main cast includes Sylvester McCoy as the 7th Doctor, Eleanor Crooks as Naomi Cross, Sarah Griffiths as Ray, and Christopher Naylor as Harry Sullivan. So before I let you know my thoughts, here's the trailer for the 7th Doctor Adventures, Past Forward.
From Big Finish Productions, Doctor Who, The 7th Doctor Adventures, Past Forward.
I'm not sure closing the door will work.
I reckon we're in the wrong year again.
Oh dear.
Wait here. I'll try and find a newspaper.
Then, if there's one inside this room already, you'll have trapped it here with you. You hear that?
What? Harry?
Something in the air. Cries of pain.
Pain?
I have to see them. They can't move if I can see them.
Could you come with us? We have a situation.
Of course you do.
I don't know where to look. Tell me where to look.
Weeping angels. Oh, Doctor, I never thought I'd see you again. Well, you look like you've been in a fire. Your hat's all singed.
Catastrophix. You fix disasters, create them, and then charge people for surviving them.
I'm sorry, Naomi. I would never have sent you to a future like this.
You didn't. The angel did.
One question. Do you play chess?
Actually, what is that? A chess piece? Nick, seriously, calm down.
They're talking to you, aren't they? Whispering in your ear.
Don't take your eyes off them. Don't blink.
Until the doctor comes.
Yes.
Just keep stirring.
We're not getting out of this, are we?
No, we're not.
Big Finish, for the love of stories.
Now, this set is kind of, it's not standalone. You obviously can't buy the episodes separately, but I would, like, it is kind of one long story, kind of split up into 3 episodes, kind of. It's, yeah, as it kind of alludes there, yes, Ray returns in this, and Harry and Naomi depart from the 7th Doctor, but kind of not necessarily in the order, because kind of the Doctor can still visit Harry and Naomi. It's not like where the 11th Doctor says go back to Amy and Rory, and because of time paradoxes and the angels, he can never see them again. It's nothing like that. With this, it's kind of, but Harry and Naomi can never see each other again because obviously neither of them could time travel. So, yeah, so Harry ends up in the past and Naomi ends up in the future. That's kind of spoilers for, is it called With the Angels? I think it is. With the Angels Part 1, where basically Harry and Naomi are trapped by weeping angels and are flung into the future and past respectively. So then Catastrophics, we see the return of Ray, but Harry and Naomi are also in that story, kind of trying to help. And then With the Angels Part 2, it concludes the 7th Doctor's adventures with Harry and Naomi and kind of sets up more adventures between the 7th Doctor and Ray. But now on to the other 2025 release of the 7th Doctor Adventures, which kind of doesn't focus on any of that at all, because it is the 7th Doctor Adventures Wicked, kind of tells the first stories of the 7th Doctor and Ace. And here is the synopsis for the set. The Doctor has a new friend. Ace has just joined the TARDIS and is a long, long way from home, hunting treasures, solving snow-covered mysteries and meeting heroes of legend. A partnership is formed. The Doctor starts to see his protege's potential, whilst Ace thinks their adventures are nothing less than wicked. We start off with Backwards and in Heels, written by Alison Winter, with the following synopsis. The Doctor has offered young Ace a lift home from Iceworld, promising the scenic route home to Perivale. But when they are diverted to 1920 Soho on what appears to be shady business, Ace wonders if she's making the right choices, let alone in the right order. We then have The Price of Snow, written by Catherine Armitage, with the following synopsis. Sky Resort Val de Coombel is the place to be for the 1% of the near future. But the Doctor and Ace discover sinister shadows beneath the surface of this winter wonderland. The sun is too hot, the shade is too dark, and nothing is quite what it seems. Then we have The Ingenious Gentleman, written by Alan Ronald, with the following synopsis. Fiction and reality collide when a madman with a box and a madman with a horse encounter an ancient evil in 15th century Spain. But the adventure and companion setup is a little too familiar to Ace, as she begins to question if she's anything more than a Sancho to the Doctor's Quixote. This set was recorded on the 10th of June, 16th and 18th of July 2024 and 16th of January 2025, so a bit of a bigger gap for this set, which stars Sylvester McCoy as the 7th Doctor and Sophie Aldred as Ace, as well as Simon Callow as Don Quixote, who you may recognise from playing Charles Dickens in the new series of Doctor Who, modern Doctor Who. But before I let you know my thoughts, here's the trailer for the 7th Doctor Adventures, Wicked.
I assure you, Sancho Panza, I am not mad. I am Don Quixote de la Mancha, and the last thing I need is a doctor.
From Big Finish Productions, Doctor Who, The 7th Doctor Adventures, Wicked.
Where to begin? I'm a Time Lord from the planet Gallifrey.
No, that's the naff cover letter you give everyone. I couldn't give a monkeys about the wizard. Who's the professor behind the curtain?
The Doctor is with an unknown companion.
All in good time.
We're in a time machine. Isn't it all in good time all of the time?
It is the only rational explanation.
Why did you tell him I was your daughter?
For your protection.
What's wrong with a cash prize? The last time we went looking for treasure, the treasure turned out to be a laser-shooting biomechanoid dragon's brain.
The Flower of the Void isn't a precious stone. It was discovered at the heart of an expanse of emptiness. No stars, no planets, no nebulas, no elements.
There is a new asset.
What did you mean earlier by wind in my clothes?
Just a feeling, really. Like you were carried here on a wind.
Wendy, that's not Stan! This is my fault.
You're a natural. Keep those knees bent. Try and stop.
Okay? Whoa! I'm doing it! Nailed it!
I've always loved the shadows the lips create. Dark ghosts slipping up the slope.
This place is bonkers. It's like 4 floors, and there are the weirdest things.
The snow plays tricks on you. It's so bright in the sun and dim in the shade, it makes things seem strange.
The whole day began to play backwards in my head.
Look at those trees. Like a biscuit tin. Perfect dusting of snow.
This is terrifying. I'm more about style than speed. But last one to outbrave buys the shots.
Professor, are we friends? I'm not just an assistant or a patsy.
Of course we're friends.
Goats, sheep, mules, and so many others I cannot make head nor tail of, all in a gory tangle.
You scared me.
Guess that means you like me?
I choose to live as Don Quixote de la Mancha, and now I shall die as Don Quixote de la Mancha, so that the Doctor may live.
Dan Coyote something something.
That doesn't make any sense.
Oh, wicked!
Wicked.
Big Finish, for the love of stories.
That was the trailer for the 7th Doctor Adventures. Wicked there, which obviously is not to be confused with the Wicked films that have been released over the last few years. Obviously this is not that, but what this set is, and you can hear it, is that it's very much a younger Ace set. It's not an Ace that's left the Doctor or towards the end of that, or like in the last day or anything like that. It's literally, you can tell it, Sophie Aldred's voice there, and you could hear it, that kind of, she is that excited companion that's just only just started travelling with the Doctor and is looking forward to many more adventures. And obviously we didn't get to see all of those adventures. Well, I haven't seen them, but kind of because of the cancellation of Doctor Who in 1989, that there kind of there was more stories to tell with the 7th Doctor and Ace that just never were, which I will get onto in a future episode. But yeah, it's just one of those. So I would suggest that this is a really good set, especially if you're a fan of Ace. Or of the 7th Doctor. Actually, it is quite, especially the first 2 stories. The 3rd story wasn't necessarily for me, but the first 2 definitely were. So I think, kind of, because it's not just one story, there will be something that everyone should like in this. But obviously the 7th Doctor Adventures continues into 2026 with 2 box sets, with the first box set releasing in July 2026 and the second set releasing in November 2026. So kind of a month later for each set than last year, where it was June and October. This time it's July and November. Makes no difference. I think they're just kind of are wanting to spread the ranges across the year. So that's why they've done that. But yeah, we've not got any news about any of them because they're a while away, and I don't think the 7th Doctor's appearing in anything else before that. No. So that's the 7th Doctor Adventures will be continuing for a while. Yes, I assume, but kind of at least between 26. But let me know what you thought of all the releases I talked about in the comments below, and let me know what you thought of them if you've listened to any of them. My recap, if you didn't, put thoughts on all of those in the comments below, and I will see you in a future episode of the podcast. See you then. Goodbye.